Hello, I'm the Von, I'm the dude doing CBP, and welcome to the installation guide for the CBP, patch 1.1, or the Community Balance patch. The installation is much the same as it was before, however there is now a new step, so now I'm going to make a whole new guide to explain that, because people sometimes have issues with it, and we don't want those people to have issues. Editing the Von of the future. Just cut this bit out, it seems. The audio should be fine. Okay, whatever. Might leave that in because I'm lazy. Anyway, this is your vanilla iron harvest. Vanilla and boring. We don't want this. None of that. You don't want it open. The first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to the modding Discord and or the main Discord. The main Discord, if you go to general multiplayer and then go to the threads, you'll find Iron Harvest Community Balance patch. There will be a patch in there. It'll be a zip folder. It's not there yet because it hasn't been uploaded. It is, however, currently in the modding server in the file section. If you want to join the modding server where you can provide feedback that can be voted on by members and is likely to be put into CBP, this is the place to do it. I and other developers do not pay attention to anywhere else because it's simply too difficult to pull information together and get opinions on it anywhere else. So this is the place to put your opinions. Then the discussion for that. Now, here's the file section. The most recent one has been uploaded here. We have switched over to a version numbers instead of dates because it's just easier, and because the patch is going to be further apart. I feel, and the rest of us feel that using patch numbers will allow us to make it easier for members to understand what's happening, and it also allows you to know if you have it installed or not when you open the game. Now it says potentially dangerous. I didn't even know this was a thing, but it's fine. Download it and you'll have a zip folder. Ta-da! Open up your zip folder. You'll want to then extract all, and this will give you two folders or two files. One is the version, one is the config. This is your actual config. Inside of it will be another config, and that's what you'll put into your game. This version number you just drag in by itself. Do not change it, or else you'll have issues with your game, with being able to play with other CBPers, and yeah, that's about it. Note that is required to actually play CBP with other players, but it's not required to play it single player. It is important, long story short, and I'll show you how you know if it's working. Now, the way to install the mod is very simple. Iron Harvest, manage, browse local files, or however you find your files. Find your config and your version and delete them. Now, the reason I tell you to do this and not drag on to replace is because sometimes we just have issues and it's better to be consistent, like simply removing everything and replacing everything. Now grab your version, because these two will have to be dragged in separately. And then go to config CBP in, back one because you went too far, and drag it in. Now the way to check that this one's installed properly is you open it up and it's got a whole bunch of files in it. If it just has another config in it, you've done it wrong. Drag that config out and back into the Iron Harvest folder. So it looks like this. And it's installed. The way to check that it's installed previously was to open it up and see if something that was CBP specific had changed. The way to check now, I don't know why my bar's showing up still, it's really annoying me lately, is to launch it up, and you'll see in the bottom right corner the version number where it says CBP 1.1. We've left in the rest just because if we get patches, we get future patches, we'll want to be including that as well. And as my frame rate's absolutely dying on this screen, so we'll wrap it up here. That's how you download and install CBP. Links to the modding server and the official Discord will be in the description, and or may pop up on the screen now, but you won't want to click those because you can't click them. Note, CBP can be played in campaign, can be played on the campaign where it will be modified to CBP standards, with some differences because of how we can actually mod the game. It is available in the skirmishes and the challenges. And it is available, you can queue in CBP you're very unlikely to get people because very few people queue, but feel free to tell people to queue because then you'll get more people in queue to possibly queue into. And yeah, and you can also do season missions while using CBP. As far as I know, those are the... Oh, and if you want to revert back to vanilla, all you should need to do is go to your game, properties, local files, and verify. If you verify and are still having troubles, just go in and delete config, delete version, delete battle plan while you're at it, and then verify. It shouldn't need it, but if you're still experiencing problems, that's the way to do it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Play some CBP. Oh, and if you're looking for players, the voting server and the thread on the official Discord are the best places to ask. I may follow this up with another video, which is basically a giant patch log of everything we've done. I will be fairly brief. I don't think I'll go too in depth with it, but if that's something people are interested in to actually see the difference between vanilla and community balance patch, then that's something I'll be happy to do. Right, I've pretended to have finished like 3 times now, so I'm gonna actually finish this time. Bye!